And we are live, Ligia. Yay! Welcome, welcome, my
How are you?
beautiful, beautiful sister. I always get excited because I tend to have my sisters that are beautifully galactic. They're celestial, they're cosmic, they're Magdalene, they're crystalline, they're diamond, they're Rosen. Like I get so excited for that introduction to like say, wow, welcome, my crystalline diamond, golden rose, and Magdalene sister. And I really feel very excited. So I'm so excited to have you
Yeah,
on, Ligia. Thank
thank you.
you.
I'm so grateful, very grateful and honored. And this is my first official interview. So I have a little butterflies in my stomach, but I'm very happy,
Oh,
that it is my time to come out of the spiritual closet once and for all.
oh, sister. Oh,
Yes,
sister. Your
it has
time.
taken, yeah, it has taken a long time, but it is my time to go ahead and do it. Yes,
Totally. You've been crystalline in that place for quite a while. And it's just such an
yes.
amazing journey to watch, to be a witness of the unfolding. Was it 5 or 6 years ago we met?
I believe it's 6 or 5. Yes, more
I feel
6, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it's I feel it's 5 years ago where we met, and I remember when you came in, it was over QHHT that we crossed paths.
Yes, yes,
And I
yes.
remember when I saw you, like I knew you. I that same feeling usually when the soul family unites, and I knew you, and like all this stuff, and just to be able to the amount that we have shared over these
Uh,
years. And
yes, yes. No, I have, since I met you, I have received so many activations, and being with you and getting to know you has brought me to my next level, really. And I admire so much your integrity because it resonates so much with my heart. And I'm so happy. And you're such a blessing in my life that
oh,
I am really honored to be here with you and share this sacred moment for me. And
mm.
yeah.
It's so beautiful. Licia, like the gift when we come together as a soul family back together. And I am an activator. It's
Mm,
just
yes.
to activate that which already has always been. And that part where I feel like on a soul family, a bunch of us agreed. It's like, okay, honey, you go first and drag me. And I feel like it's been this dragging. Come on, you on, come on, come on. Like, I can't do this for
Yes.
myself. And then what has happened to be witness like you, like Gia, like there's so many
Mm,
you
yeah.
are like then blasted open, and it's beautiful because you get to also share this with your beautiful husband, and
Yes.
and just this bond that we have, it's so sacred and
Yeah.
precious, like just the preciousness of it. I equally value and appreciate, and then to have you on to be able to support you because you're serving your mission. Like, it's like,
Mm.
wow, like it's such
Yes.
a joy in my heart.
I- I've had for so long. I've been behind the scenes doing my work, holding space, and working with some clients. And but it's time to share my voice and my message as well, because
Yes.
I have so much to share. But I
You have
always,
so much
uh,
to share.
yeah, I've been training for so long, and initiations and activations and studies and so much that it's so funny because the other day I went with my two boys and my husband to the uh, Potomac River,
Right,
and we were on a canoe,
right.
and the current was so strong that the canoe flipped. And
Really?
yes, and my youngest one was wearing a vest,
Okay.
and my 14-year-old, we
No, of
just
course not.
swam and stuff. And then we gathered the things, and then I had to row because my older son got tired, so he
Yeah.
went walking back, and I had to row. But I was so afraid because the canoe was so unstable,
Of
and I
course.
said, "Oh my gosh, I have to, come down." And I was rowing and stuff. And then when I was on my way home, driving in my car, I said, "Oh my gosh, what
Yeah.
happened?" It's incredible. I surrender. I
Yeah.
didn't get afraid. I
Yeah.
trusted. I let go, And in order for me to be able to row, I had to be balanced. Otherwise, I will, flip towards the left or the right. And I said, all this training that I have been doing for so long has taught me to remain in the center,
Finally.
So I said, this experience, I realized so many messages out of this trip to the river.
Yeah.
And I said, this is part of the ascension, is to shed what we are not, layer by layer in our inner onion, right? It's
totally.
an onion that we peel the layers and then integrate, all this shadow when we're doing the work.
Exactly.
Into oneness. And it was such a powerful message for me and like a confirmation of all this work. Because we're all driving these waves on these powerful gateways. And it's like, I always told my husband when we were going through difficult times, do you want to ride the way on top, or do you want to go underneath, drowning yourself and hitting yourself with the rocks and stuff? And I said, no, I want to be on top, riding and observing like the eagle and stuff. So it was really incredible.
Isn't it amazing?
That simple message.
But it is that inner experience, the inner cosmos, right? That is literally playing out in the outer field. And like the water, nothing like that. And you carry very powerful mother energy. So here you are with the mother, and here's the water, and here you are. You have to be in your center, right? Because here you're coming out of the closet sharing, and it is to be centered in your truth, like literally. And just there's no more struggle and fight. You just are.
No, surrender and go with the flow. And all these energies are pushing everything that has been hidden within us and outside as well to be revealed, so we can have the opportunity to work and process that, right? And so it's incredible. I've been riding this roller coaster like everybody else, but with all this knowledge that I've been taught and applying it in a practical way. So, it's incredible the difference between when you're resonating with the Christ consciousness and be in your heart, than people who are vibrating in fear and they're like in this, they're fighting and resisting and like in the canoe, right? If I fight and resist it, I will slip myself.
Totally.
So I just stay in my center and just go with the flow, trust and relax and just surrender, and go.
And and it is that ultimately it is the embodiment applied in action, So it's so beautiful because it's like all these set of tools, all this remembrance, all these spiritual gifts return back. And now it's like, okay, you arrive back with your toolbox that's in 2012 here. How are you going to actually apply it and be the embodiment of it? And it was perfect example that you shared. Like,
yes.
And you shared it yesterday at lunch when we had, but it's like perfect that you mentioned it today. It's fantastic.
It's incredible.
And it was just so wonderful for just to celebrate you and Marcos yesterday.
It was so special.
For your birthdays. Yeah, me and Michael can be like, this feeling. And I know, Ligia, you feel the same, like this feeling of when we're together, how right we feel, like the feeling in the heart, the ascension flame that just is like dancing with each other,
my heart was bursting and it was on fire when we were talking about what we were talking yesterday,
right?
And one of the things that really drew me to you was after I met you, was I saw so much integrity in you. And one of the beautiful things my mother taught me was to be authentic and have integrity. And I remember on one time that we shared together, you were talking so passionately about always connecting with the highest and the purest. And that really stayed with me forever. And I share that with my heart. And that's my only truth. And it's So when we're together, that's what I feel.
That's
you
exactly.
know,
So I get chills. Exactly,
like,
because we're meeting in that
like
place.
it's pulsing, right? And it amplifies when the four of us are together. It's like it amplifies, and I feel it in my heart. It's so beautiful. And
the octave rises, and I feel like what I really feel like, wow, we're sitting with God's presence, and to me that is the ultimate presence. And I, the very rare time that I get to actually share, as you know, I don't hang out, like I just, there's very, very few people that actually have the one-on-one time with, and when I do, like to me, there's nothing more important to me than to experience the deliciousness of our naked soul with each other, because it is from that place of integral. It is from that place of the deep, deep truth that we're standing in. And then we get to all vibrate in that same place because it's within all of us. So I thank you so much. I'm grateful that you also see me, because you see yourself in that same reflection, and that we're meeting in the presence of divinity. That's all it is. And we remind each other that.
We're all mirrors of each other, for good and bad, and it's not bad. It just
is
things that we're still waiting for to be healed and processed.
Exactly. So in this next few minutes, I am beside myself because you gifted Isia. It was so fun. As soon as I saw her yesterday, I heard Isia. And I am so excited that you created this, because you know how close I work with dragons for years, and the dragon and the team of dragons. And for you that are creating this, it's so beautiful. And I want you to just share, like, finally, here it is. Share how you create them, how people can find you. Tell us about, why did you create this?
Well, my first experience with dragons was in 2018, when a little dragon appeared on my cheek in a picture, and I sent you and I said, honey, what is this?
What is that?
That's a dragon. I'm like, oh my God, so they started showing up in my meditations, and in my field. I was, in deep meditation, they will appear in different colors. And I was once doing an emanation. Estella was doing an emanation, and I shape-shifted into a white dragon. I was hearing her voice, that is so incredible. And so little things started happening, and to long story short, I started connecting with them more and more, and they started waking me up in the middle of the night, showing me their colors, their frequency, their energy. This one that I have here was the first one who presented herself to me. Her name is Feya, and she opens the door to the world of the Fae. So
beautiful.
It was I just woke up in the middle of the night, and I feel my heart like bursting with joy, and it was strange to say, but it was like a morning fresh with singing tones, and it was like, and I said, oh my gosh, am I going nuts or what?
No,
it was so incredible. And then they started pushing me. You have to create a page for us to come, because my intention, their intention is that I needed to materialize them in form to assist, starseeds, light workers, gatekeepers, grid workers, and every soul that resonates with them. And
absolutely.
And they started coming one and one and one, and so I started creating them.
So you custom create them, and I know they have crystals in each of them.
Yes, they're organites. So they're organites, and I programmed them all since the beginning with the highest intention to hold the Christ consciousness. And to allow help people
feel it.
To help all the souls to achieve the highest trajectory in their process of ascension. So that's the main intention, and they all carry different frequencies and energies and colors, and you can find them in Dragons of Light. I have a Facebook,
new Facebook page.
Yes. And
so anywhere people can order from, wherever they. So what happened? They contact you, say, I would like one. You can either create one, or they tell you what they want.
Well, if they resonate with the ones that I already created, you know, that's great. They just contact me with a message, send me their address. I send them the PayPal link,
Right.
and then I just, you know, mail them in the mail.
Okay.
And if they have something in mind, you know, I'm open to create something that they want, you know, if it's within my ability, within my possibility. So yeah, and it's a simple process, but it has so much heart into it.
Yes.
It's like when I'm creating them, it's like I set my 432 hertz music. I meditate.
I'm
I
telling
create
you,
my sacred space. It's like
it's felt. It's very much felt. And you know how sensitive I am. Like the minute I'm like, I feel this. It's like because it moves through my waves into my. So I really feel like, oh, I feel the purity of it, and for that I'm very, very grateful, because that frequency in which these hands creating makes a ginormous difference. So I'm gonna.
No, they're my babies.
Yes, of course. And I'm so proud of you for it. I've put the link in there, but I'm going to put the link on this YouTube video as well, so people can get in touch with you for that. And thank you so much for responding to the call of the dragons, and responding to you, and saying yes to you, and showing up. And thank you for being me, having this gift of having you a first time interview. I'm so excited and proud of you, Ligia.
Yes, thank you
so much.
Thank you. No, thank you. And thank you, everybody who's watching. I hope that you resonate with my message and my energy. And, you know, you can check them out, you know, in my page and see which one you like.
Thank you so much, Ligia. Thank you so much for coming on. And I'm so you were our 10th guest. My 10th guest for this, and I look forward to many more. We're going to have Mariam next one.
Oh, great.
Interesting. That's also with the dragons and other
great.
So, and her paintings. So it's going to be wonderful. So thank you so much. I love you very much for that.
Me too.
And again, deep gratitude for everybody that showed up. And I know Michael and Demetrius are also on here. So much love. So much.
Thank you.
Thank you, my love. For them one second.
Bye. Bye.
Sure.